All right, so we're back to where it all began. We're on the beach. We're gonna cook up an epic, healthy, tasty, super simple recipe. You know, this year we've traveled the world. We've launched a cookbook in the US and the UK. We've opened a cafe in Santa Monica. So it's been a busy year. It feels so good to be back on the beach. Salty air, sand between the toes, good food, winning. We need to get like an old lady trolley. I'm gonna cook up an epic raw cauliflower risotto. So cauliflower rice, avocado puree, whole bunch of herbs, salt, pepper, and some nuts on top. It's really delicious, really simple, and really, really healthy. Oh my God, it feels good to be back to where we came from. So cauliflower rice is basically chopped up and fine bits of cauliflower. So the outside, what you do is you clean it up, you can throw it in a food processor, turn it on, and it'll blitz it into like fine rice sort of consistency pieces. I'm just gonna chop it up by hand just so I can show off my knife skills. Okay, so first step is avocado in a bowl. I'm gonna add some lemon juice, some lemon rind. Man, I love avocado.
Yeah, so what's next?
Alrighty, so next is our chili and our garlic. So I'm just gonna chop them up really fine, add them to the avocado, and give it a really good mash, just like you would any other good guac. You can grate the garlic or put it in a crusher if you want, or a food processor with oil, whatever's easiest for you. It doesn't really matter. All you want is your garlic and your chili to be really fine. So some coriander and some mint here, super fine. You can use parsley, dill, doesn't really matter, whatever herbs you have on hand, soft herbs. Fresh herbs add a really nice sort of fragrance and lift and elevation to any dish, so I love using fresh herbs. All right, so we've got avocado, herbs, chili, garlic, lemon juice, lemon rind, big hit of olive oil, and then it's time to make a mosh pit and turn it into a really smooth, beautiful guac, and that's our sauce for our risotto. It's not really a risotto, it's just the same consistency of a risotto. So, you know, it's more of like a sort of dense, beautiful, sort of crunchy salad, but, you know, it's just a play on words a little bit. So like usually you'd throw, you know, these cauliflower heads straight into a food processor, you know, and they'd break up into rice-sized bites in no time at all, but I'd prefer to cook out on the beach, so I'm just gonna chop these up by hand. So just run your knife back through it. What will happen is once this sort of finely sliced cauliflower hits that acid from the lemon juice and the avocado, it'll soften up and it, you know, won't be as crunchy and raw. It'll sort of be al dente, a little bit firm to the tooth. It doesn't have to be perfect. All right, now all we need to do is to mix the two together. So just add your avocado and herbs into cauliflower rice and just keep mixing it until you reach the consistency you're after. You know, if you want to add cream or coconut milk or whatever else, you can as well once you've mastered this recipe, but it's just raw, it's vegetarian, it's gluten-free, it's dairy-free, it's really easy, but most importantly, it's super tasty. All right guys, that's it. I've just garnished it with a few more herbs, some almonds on top. It feels so good to be back to our original content on the beach, salty air. If you have any questions or if you think you can do it better or have any sort of queries, make sure you leave the comments below. We'll get back to you, we promise, and we'll see you next week. And don't forget to subscribe. You.